activity tutorial is to explain chemistry and where it can be found in your daily life. We hope this tutorial helps students to understand chemistry better and identify it on our daily basis.
Maybe you don't know, but almost everything around you are related to chemistry. Let me elaborate. Visualize yourself in math class. Your pen is matter, your desk is matter, and of course, you are matter.
Things that are no matter. Your thoughts, ideas, feelings like love or frustrations, and every type of energy like current energy that you use to charge your phone or to connect TV.
But matter is not that simple because it has different properties that are divided into two types, chemical properties and physical properties.
What happens if you burn a paper? This is called flammability, and it is a chemical property because you can return the paper how it was before you burned it, and change the chemical composition of the paper.
Just like the chemical property, there are physical properties. These are properties that do not change the chemical composition. There are two types of physical properties. Extensive properties. It depends on the amount, like volume, weight, length, mass, and size of an object. Intensive property that do not depend on the amount, just like color of your hair, the boiling point of water to cook, and the temperature of your body. Does not depend on the amount of matter.
States of matter. They are physical state of a substance is a physical property. There are four states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. In your daily life, you can appreciate each state even if you don't notice it.
When you take a popsicle out of the freezer, have you ever wondered why does it melt? Well, this is because the states of matter. Let me explain. Your popsicle is in a solid state. When you take it out of the freezer, the temperature of the kitchen is hotter than in the freezer. So the popsicle absorbs the heat of the room and the molecules separate and transform the solid into liquid. This phase change is called melting.
This change of phase can be reversible because it's a physical change. If I take the water or the popsicle and put it back in the freezer, the molecules will slow down and get closer together as it realizes heat, making the water of the popsicle solid again. This phase change is called freezing.
How many times in your life have you boiled water without questioning how the liquid transforms into gas and vice versa? When you heat water, you are making the water absorb heat. And as this happens, the molecules that were of liquid state disperse and start moving like crazy, transforming into the gas state, producing vapor. This phase change is called evaporation.
Now you cover the pot, preventing the escape of vapor, and you begin to see how water drops from the lid. This is because the molecules of the vapor release heat and the molecules slow down, transforming the gas into liquid. This phase change is called condensation. Another phase change is called sublimation. This phase is from the solid form to liquid. An example in your daily life for this change is smoke machines that are used in parties.
A phenomenon that in your country may occur is snow. Its creation is also a phase change called deposition. Snow is formed by the gas of the clouds directly into the solid form of snow. The molecules repeatedly slow down and come back together, creating snow.
When you light up a candle, to produce the light that you see on the candle, the gas of the room absorbs heat and transforms into plasma. The molecules of gas ionize and produce the light and heat of the candle.
When you blow out a candle, the flame of the candle releases the heat of the flame, and the ionized it transformation the plasma into gas. But what is plasma? You ask to understand better the surroundings. There are products of plasma you need to know the concept of what is plasma.
Run as fast as you can. This is a good example of plasma, which is ionized gas. That is superheated gas. This passes because the electrons separate the atom from their habit and the molecules move very, very fast.
Do you know that matter can be classified? It can be separated into two different categories: pure substance and mixtures.
Oh, that are the elements. That is a really good thing to remember. These 118 elements. And also remember that the elements only contain one atom. When I used to study chemistry in third grade, I learned everyone and I got a 10 in chemistry.
This soap contains sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, so it is a compound substance because the compounds contain two or more atoms.
Soda is a homogeneous mixture because it's made with sugar, cola, and other ingredients that you cannot distinguish the elements by simple sight. If you add ice cube, it becomes a heterogeneous mixture because you can distinguish the ice cube from the soda.
Mouthwash that you use to wash your teeth every day consists of several chemicals dissolved in water. These types of liquids are called solutions, which are homogeneous mixtures that look clear and transparent, have no scattering effect of light, and have a stable effect of gravity.
Most of the food products that we eat today are colloids, including the day bread, milk, cream, butter, ice cream, margarine, fruits juice, and whipped cream are examples of colloids. They are heterogeneous mixtures that have a large molecules and particles that exhibit the Tyndall effect. And the Tyndall effect is the light not scattering by colloid particles through a solution, have a stable effect of gravity and is translucent.
When you buy yourself a milkshake, you are consuming a suspension. The milkshake is a heterogeneous and opaque mixture that may look homogeneous, but has aggregate and exhibit the Tyndall effect. This is make the milkshake a suspension.
Just like the mixtures can be found in your daily life, the separation of these mixtures can also be found. For example, how many times have you reorganized your school suitcase? When you organize by color, your color pencils are applying the chromatography separation of mixtures. Also, when you lost a clip in your pencil case, you can find it easy by holding a magnetic and search for this clip. This separation of mixtures is called magnetic attraction and used to separate magnetic substance from non-magnetic ones.
These methods of separation can also be found in the kitchen. You use filtration when you filter the spaghetti when you want to separate the water from the spaghetti. Decantation is used to separate rice from water without using a filter.
The water that you use to cook passes from a process of simple distillation to separate the damaging germs from the water.
When you want to make a cake, you must heat flour to make sure there is no big lumps that can affect the consistency of the cake. This process of separation of mixtures is called sieving. In our daily life, we also use the washing machine to wash clothes. This washing machine uses the method of separation of mixtures called centrifugation, that consists of separate suspension by spinning them at high speed, separating the dirt from the clothes.
There is also another way to dry your clothes is through evaporation, that is a method of separation that occurs when a liquid is separated from a solid when it is heated and becomes gas. Another example of evaporation is when you sweat. The sweats do not disappear magically, it evaporates.
Gasoline that everyone occupies for make function their car is created through a process called fractional distillation, which is separating the mixture into different fractions due to different boiling points.
There was a study that investigated the swirling kinetics of individual tea particles for different types of tea. For this investigation, separation funnels were used in this study. You can use crystallization when making this funny looking condense by putting water mixed with sugar in a base, putting a stick and wait to the sugar to crystallize around it.
Table salt contains iodine to ensure that everyone has enough iron in their body to form essential thyroid hormones. Loin is separated by sublimation. That is a process of separation that separates substances that sublime from two substances.